Hey, Dan Passarelli here. This is something that sometimes traders get a little bit confused by in many different areas of it, and so I figured it'd be a good thing to talk about. American versus European exercise style options. So these two terms are not necessarily based on where they're traded. There are American and European style options traded in America and in Europe. So it's just a name, and don't get too hung up on whether it means what it means geographically. Now, the equity options that are traded in the US, like options on stocks and most ETFs, if not all, are American exercise. That means that you can exercise those long options anytime between now and expiration. Whereas some things like SPX and some other indexes are European style. That means they can only be exercised at expiration. Now, that doesn't mean that once you put on a position, you have to be in it until expiration. You can always trade out of it by selling what you are long or buying back what you're short. You just can't exercise it before then. And that can be kind of nice in some ways because you don't get assigned early and have to bring in a bunch of cash to buy some long stock that you didn't expect to have to buy or whatever. So there are some benefits of it, and it in some ways is easier to manage risk. Now, here's one area where I do see some confusion. The Black-Scholes model, that was the first options pricing model. You should be cautioned that the Black-Scholes model was originally designed for non-dividend paying European exercise style stocks. So if you're looking at a regular stock like Apple or Amazon or AT&T or what have you, you don't want to be using the Black-Scholes model. You want to be using something else like the binomial or the Bjerkson-Stensland model, which is what they use here in Thinkorswim. So I just figured I'd pass that along, and I hope that that's helpful. This is Dan Passarelli. Trade smart.